I can't stop to talk to tourists.
We've got all the proper Kotor trading permits.
Jolie, it is you. I need your help.
And Laura, of all the people, how did you even know I'd left Kashyyyk?
I didn't. Nobody knew where you were, not even Sunry. But I heard the Selkath mention you and your friends. The Force has brought you to help us.
Why? Whatever could be the matter, my dear?
Oh, it's horrible, Jolie. Sunry has been arrested. The Sith have accused him of murder.
Murder? But how?
It's all a mistake, Jolie. Sunry isn't a murderer. Someone is trying to frame him.
Calm down, Elora. Where's Sunry now?
Sunry's being held at the Selkath courts. They won't let anyone in to see him. Please, go to...
Don't worry, Elora. We'll get to the bottom of this and help some...
The Republic respects the peace of Otto City, Your Honor. But the Sith are a violent people who leave violence in their wake. I have 3 soldiers in the infirmary.
If the Republic soldiers were more capable, they would not have suffered such serious injuries. Are my soldiers to be punished simply because they won a fair fight?
I hardly call 6 against 3 a fair fight. The Sith are cowards who attack only when they have the advantage of numbers. They were provoked, Your Honor. The
So, do we have a deal?
That's an awful lot of money. Is there something you're not telling me?
Don't be so suspicious. The Republic is generous. We pay our mercenaries well.
Makes sense, I guess. All right, I'm in. When do I start?
Just show up at the Republic Embassy tomorrow and speak to our representative there. I'm sure he'll have some task he wants you to start on right away. Do you mind? I'm in the middle of a Republic recruiting drive right now. I need to hire these mercenaries. In case you hadn't noticed, there's a war on. If we don't hire these mercs, the Sith will. Now excuse me. Do you mind? I don't know if you've got what we're looking for. Jedi aren't generally suited to mercenary work. If you want, talk to Roland Wan at the Republic Embassy. It's north of here, just east past the first courtyard. It's just off the north end of the second courtyard. You can't miss it. Now, if you'll excuse me.
I don't know if I like this. Aren't the Republic supposed...
Be careful here, kid. Start poking your nose in a place it doesn't belong and you might...
I hope you're here to play some Pazak. I don't come here looking for sparkling conversation. So...
I am not for hire. Perhaps the Mandalorian or the Achani can help you, though they lack the stomach. They lack the resolve to do what needs to be done. The Achani believe in a non-existent warrior code of honor, and the Mandalorians prize credits above bloodshed. But I am Iridorian. Honor comes from slaying your opponent, and the true reward of any job is the taste of your foe's dying blood on your tongue. Yes, I am not for hire. Why do you care? There are other mercenaries you can hire, though I suggest you act quickly. The Republic seems to be in desperate need of mercenaries right now. Though not so desperate they have asked for my help as of yet. They prefer the simpering, submissive type, like the Mandalorian or the Achani. Perhaps you should ask them. The Republic prefers not to deal with my kind, though maybe they need... The mercenaries they hire must be failing, as they are never heard from again. Yes, I'm not surprised.
If you're here to offer me a job, I'm not interested right now. Maybe that Iridorian skullslacker at the bar, or the Achani nerf herder cowering in the corner is of it. Nothing. Except that the Achani are a bunch of fey dancers prancing in a battle with tiny weapons not fit for Mandalorian children. They hardly wear any armor because it slows them down when they run away. But the Achani are better than the Iridorians. Those savages keep hacking at fallen foe even after death, mutilating the corpse out of pure bloodlust. I even heard they'll turn on each other when the battle fever hits. Who wants to work with someone like that? I could pretty much name my price right now, especially since the Republic's so desperate. So why are you telling me?
We might have a position within the Sith organization for one such as you.
Your offer is pretty good, but I've heard some nasty things about you, Sith. Is it true you bombed Taris into dust?
This is war. In war, certain distasteful acts cannot be avoided. But ask yourself this, when we win the war, would you rather be against the Sith or with us?
You make a good point. And I've never turned down a job that pays up.
Excellent. Report to the...
Look, lady, we Sith aren't here to make friends, so let me enjoy my drink.
Say, you must be new around here. My name is Viglo. You don't look like those Republic scum, and you aren't one of us Sith. So what brings you to Manon? Some of the other soldiers like to go and bet on the swoops on their days off. But this planet is bad enough without mingling with the locals. It isn't easy here, you know. Not with all the Republic soldiers walking the streets while we sit and do nothing. Malak should send a fleet in and conquer the whole sector, Kotor or no. But I don't really want to talk about that right now. I'm just here to have a couple of drinks and try to unwind, you know? We Sith are interested in lots of... But I don't really want to talk about that. Oh, I get it. I get a little too forward and you want to hold it... Hey, I just thought of something. If I said you had a great bot... Barkeep, I sense I've offended my lady friend. Bring me another round so I can...
Your precious Republic's days are numbered. It won't be long until Malak turns his armada loose on Coruscant itself.
Save your empty threats, Sith scum. Malik isn't stupid enough to attack the core worlds, now with the entire Republic fleet waiting for him.
You're a fool. When the Sith descend on Coruscant, our numbers will block out the sun itself. The galactic senators will collapse trembling in fear and beg for mercy at Malak's feet.
You underestimate the Republic's resolve. We'll die before we surrender Coruscant.
That can be arranged. Remember what happened to Taris. Malak could do the same to the core worlds.
He wouldn't dare.
Now it is you who underestimate our resolve.
How much for all this stuff, Tyvark? Thanks, Tyvark. Catch you next... I always shop here. Tyvark's prices are the best in...
Yun patisa.
Malak will show you Republics how a war is really waged.
Hey, this street is for Sith. You talk big, but remember what we did to Taris. Back off, Republic dog.
Hooked Jax is insane. He just smashes through everything to the finish. I guess we should expect...
Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu ay donga. Tongai tuam jiji yumalith pa ang yinkotu. Tolba da bunk. Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu ay donga. Tolba da bunk mo. Kachi chu ay donga. Yinkin kuno bamulira. Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachichu ay thao donga. Tong hai tuam Gigi yumalith pa ang Ninkotu. Tong hai tuam Gigi yumalith pa ang Ninkotu. Tolba da bung kavatumpak takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachichu.
Yufeden gelva, Hoisidan gelva, Ruoda, Unitufla, Yufeden gelva. Yufeden gelva. Noi. Elva. Kiat. Forgiveness. Yes.
What do you want? I don't waste time with fans. Wait a minute. You're no fan. You're the We'll get it over with. Of course you do. Everyone wants time with the fabulous Cassandra Matil. There just isn't enough of me to go around. 2 years. But that's more than enough time to know the secrets behind this sport. It's all about the image you portray. Hukta is the thug. People like him because he's mean. I'm the pretty one, the one that people want to take home. Even if we don't win, we're easy to remember. That keeps the fans coming back. So race organizers want us at their tracks. Local racers don't bring in off-world crowds. It was, but I can't seem to get a break lately. Hukta has been holding me off, and all he does is run over But this place is all there is. Not within reasonable traveling time. I heard there was a startup on Tat... Yes. Don't hurry back. Mucho shakapaka, yi ki kon no ba muladra ki chichon.
You're gonna find that racing here is serious business. Maybe even dangerous sometimes.
Kachichu aitha hodunga. Yinki. Tontak. Tonga karatak.
Mokau dangya fog.
Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kach. Tongai tak. Mut.
Well, hello, Sector Champion. You must be proud right now. The
You got any armor plating for my spook bike? I thought this garbage was free. You actually sell this junk? Don't worry, junk man. When I want garbage, I'll be...
I have no desire to speak to you. I know you have links to the... I have no desire to speak to you.
You are amazing out on the course and in person.
I cannot render assistance, citizen. Move along.
Kakinja nawabakaon. Pichage borang turang. Nada chawa ishun kun. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Tong hitwama aki inko tune. Otong hitwama ji aki inko tu. Tong panok. Kakinja nawabakaon. Pichage borang turang. Nada chawa ishun. Achua pengti. Yun patisa. Ichuba jikuka naga. Tong hitwama aki inko tune. Otong hitwama ji aki inko tu. Tong panokun. Nonek. Chiwi diskadosoki. Kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smack toma. Kuyami jusku chitanai. Uchua penki. Topa na. Tong hitwama aki inko tune. Otong hitwama ji aki inko tu. Tong panokun. Nonek. Diskadosoki. Kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smack toma. Kuyami jusku chitana. Tong hitwama aki inko tune. Otong hitwama ji aki inko tu. Tong panokun. Nonek. Chiwi aita ka chonchi. Chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo. Kun mu chiwi aita ka chonchi cha. Agi inko tune chuna muri ra. Tong hitwama jiko nga. Tong hitwama aki inko tune. Otong hitwama ji aki inko tu. Chiwa aita kang kicha na Tong hi tuama aki inkotune. Potong hi wama ji aki inkotun. Tong pa diska dosoki. Kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smack toma. Kuyami. Tong hi tuama aki inkotune. Potong hi wama ji aki inkotun. Tong pa no kun. No neck. Diska dosoki. Kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smack toma. Kuyami jusku chitanai. Tong hi tuama aki inkotune. Potong hi wama ji aki inkotun. Tong pa no kun. No. Diska dosoki. Kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smack toma. Kuyami jusku chitanai. Uchua penki. Top diska dosoki. Kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smack toma. Kuyami jusku chitanai. Uchua tong hi tuama aki inkotune. Potong hi wama ji aki inkotun. Tong pa no kun. No neck diska dosoki. Kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smack toma. Kuyami Tong hi tuama aki inkotune. Chiwi. Chiwa aita kan kicha na. Diska dosoki. Kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smack toma. Tong hi tuama aki inkotune. Potong hi wama ji aki. Diska dosoki. Kopa bono nakachu. Labora na chiwi aita ka tong chicha. Tong hi tuama aki inkotune. Potong hi wama ji aki inkotun. Tong pa no kun. No neck. Chiwi aita ka. Diska dosoki. Kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smack toma. Kuyami jusku chitanai. Tong hi tuama aki inkotune. Diska dosoki. Kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smack toma. Kuyami jusku. Tong hi tuama aki inkotune. Potong hi wama ji aki inkotun. Tong pa no kun. Diska dosoki. Kopa bono nakachu. Tong hi tuama aki inkotun. Diska dosoki. Kopa bono. Tong hi tuama aki inkotune. Potong. Diska dosoki. Kopa bono nakachu. Tong.
Sorry, buddy, but ever since the murder, the Selkath have made me keep this place locked up tight. Only the This old Republic war hero by the name of Sunry was seeing the Sith woman here, Alasa. Well, they were seeing each other, but the other night a blaster went off in one of the rooms. Sunry got seen leaving the place, and the Sith woman was dead on the floor. But not everyone thinks this Sunry did it. So the Selkath are holding him in prison while the case gets sorted out. In the meantime, they closed down my hotel. But enough about my problems. You can't stay here while the investigation is on. You'll have to find someplace else to stay. Sorry. Sorry, buddy. Ever since... Yeah.
Welcome to Manan. I'm Roland Wan. As the official representative of the Republic Embassy on this planet, I'm here. Oh, of course. Of course I'll do whatever I can. But I'm only a simple diplomatic representative of the Republic. I doubt I can be of any use to the Jedi Council. An ancient and forgotten race. And you think it may be here on Manon? Well, perhaps. But if you want to get information about that, you'll have to do something for me first. We were using a submersible reconnaissance droid in the ocean surrounding Otto City, and it was damaged. It took a data recording of the outside of the city before being driven off by the Firaxan sharks. But while it was returning to the surface, it encountered difficulties and was disabled. Its automatic systems floated it to the surface, but the Sith were applying subtle pressure to the Selkath authorities for some reason we've not determined, and were able to delay us long enough that they could retrieve the droid before we... The droid's data centers are heavily encrypted, so it will take the Sith several days, we believe, to get to its data. It was captured 12 hours ago. It is imperative... It's heavily guarded, we're sure, in the Sith embassy here on Manon. Since we have no remaining soldiers to spare, and certainly not our elite ones, we have no one capable of... That is what we... There are several leads we've been working on to get into the Sith base. Any of them should work for you. The first method that's possible is to help us interrogate. We think he may be able to give us the passcode that the Sith give their informers to... He has proved most... We managed to pick up a crate of blank Sith data cards. The type they use for the encryption system to unlock them is very difficult, however. But if you are more skilled than our technicians, you may... The Sith have got the Selkath to give them exclusive use of... Visiting Sith Masters use this bay to land, then take a speeder over the water to an external entrance. The luckless spy we mentioned earlier had a pass card to that hangar on him. While it is surely well guarded, it may prove to be the most... The Sith base itself is very heavily guarded. If they became aware of your presence, I fear you would be quickly out. Here is a pass. You can choose whichever... You'll need luck for that one. Odds are they have some pretty strong guards in there. I wish you luck in your task. Should you retrieve the data recording from the droid...
Chopa chawa wisyun kun. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Chubachi. Chiska nichu. Kinba muli ratwanaji. Kinba no kun nixat abog. Kakin cha. Da huba botenya go gigi piti. Chas kronki to patslimo. Chino molirani bubo. Chiska nichu. Kinba muli ratwanaji. Kinba no kun nixat abog. Da huba botenya go gigi piti. Chas kron. Da huba botenya go gigi piti. Chas kronki to. Da huba botenya.
So you're the one who's gonna try to get into the Sith base, eh? Huh. This is our main computer room here. We got the box of pass cards we got from the Sith. We have been able to decode the strings of numbers that end the code sequences. If we could complete those strings, we would have the key to the encryption system is composed of 6 matrices. Each is based on a mathematical method. The holes we're missing are the final number in each of the... Most are simple, but the final 2 matrices seem to be... Well, the second last matrix has a pattern looping back on itself, or something. And the last is divided into smaller subparts. Maybe the... But I have to admit, all this is a bit over my head. I've ruined it. Since Roland's...
Ucua penki, tangi tuamaji, human akung ikatune, chi ita kanki, chana kilikon, chiwa aita kanki. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha, agi inko tune, tong hi tuama aki inko tune, otong hi wama ji aki, chiwa aita kanki chana. Chiwi aita ka chiwa aita kang kichana chupornibo kun muliras nimo poiwanga tangi tuamaji jiska dosoki kopa bono nakachu labora na winki smack toma kuyami jusku chitana tong hi tuama aki inko tune potong hi wama ji aki inko tun tong panokun nonek Chiwi aita ka chong jiska dosoki kopa bono nakachu labora na winki smack toma kuyami jusku chitanai tong hi tuama aki inko tune potong hi wama ji aki inko tun jiska dosoki kopa bono nakachu tong hi tuama aki inko tune chiwi aita chiwa aita kang kicha Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smack toma, kuyami jus tong hi tuama aki inko tune, potong hi wama ji aki inko tun, tong panokun, nonek, chiwi aita ka chong chicha, agi inko tun. Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smack toma, kuyami jusku chitanai, chiwa aita kang kichana chupornibo, kun muliras nimo poiwanga tangi tuamaji human akung ikatune, chiwi aita ka chong chicha, agi inko tune chuna mulira, tangi tuamaji kuna, tongki pa nongku nek abog. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha, agi inko tune, chiwa aita kang kichana, chiwi aita ka chong chicha, ki mulira, chiwi aita. Con mulis limo poiwang. La boda na winki smack toma. Jiska da soki da tuka. La boda na winki smack toma. Uba.
Yes?
I'm here.
What?
Huh?
Ready.
I'm here.
Good.
Ready!
Yeah?
Ready!
This is what I live for. Yeah?
Master?
Now that must have hurt.
That'll show you what. This is what I live for.
What?
Incoming fighters!
got something on you. No, I never did I? Of course you do. I know things, remember? You think you can make it around this part of the galaxy? At any rate... To bed! I'm old. How many kilometer-high trees can you find an interest in before you figure you've had enough? And then there's... So I could. Well, not having a ship does tend to put... I'll admit, for all its flaws, Kashyyyk was home enough. But when you came along and I saw the Of course not. Weren't you listening last time? I can see that you have a destiny before you, but the detail... In fact, everything about you that I can see is odd. Slightly off, as if my eyes are trying to trick me. Something is very dark about you. But, I'm sure you don't need to hear my ruminations. You've probably got enough nosy Jedi offering you one opinion after another to make you Your future will come of its own accord, trust me. Sometimes navel gate. I wouldn't worry about it too much if I were you. You remind me a bit of Nomi. And that can't be all bad. Nomi, Sunrider. She came late to the Force, just as you have, and became one of the greatest. Whether you'll follow the same path remains to be seen. Oh, stop being such a baby. Are you always so quick to turn aside an ally? Got too many of them, do. One thing I will say is that this little escapade does remind me a bit of my adventuring days before the war. Or at least it would remind me of those times if we didn't stand around.
We've got all the proper Kotor training permits, so back off.
I am not for...
Oh, you're back. I probably should cut back on the drinking, but it's a good way to... But I don't really want to talk about that right now. Hey,
Yeah, what are you... I was one of the best youth warriors in the clan Ordo in my time. No one before me had mastered the power of our basilisk war droids as quickly as I had. Except Mandalore himself, of course. In those days, we were sweeping across the Outer Rim. Young Mandalores would prove themselves in real combat with unknown opponents above 1,000 worlds. Each brought back stories of his achievements. I remember it well, orbiting high above a placid world, its defenses just stirring. As was tradition, I would go ahead of the first wave to find enemies in the thickest fight. I remember sitting there in my armor, linked directly with the basilisk thrumming beneath me, my heart racing with fear. The doors opened in front of me, and the air was sucked out of the drop bay, scattering crystals of frozen vapor across my path. I can't describe what it feels like to look directly down at a world, falling continuously as you circle it, with barely 15 centimeters of armor plate protecting you. When the magnetic locks disengaged on my droid, I plunged out of the drop bay. The exhilaration, the euphoria I felt as I streaked into the atmosphere, dodging self-guided projectiles and beam weapons, was unmatched. An 80-kilometer plunge through the atmosphere, dodging and weaving, the outside of my armor glowing, and with barely 30 meters to spare, I twisted and skimmed the surface, firing at the giant beam generator. The explosion from that sent shock waves that leapt. I'll never forget those times, but things are different now. We can't go on fighting the way we did. There are too few of us left now, but I really don't want to talk. Is there some...
Got something on you? What? You think because I'm a hermit, I've always been a hermit? Just because I haven't. A man could have changed a lot in that span of time, though. He was a good man. Put me up in his home for a year back after I left the Order. War hero, too. I wouldn't mind helping the fellow if we can. I owe it to him. Or you can be a young monkey lizard and ignore me, I guess. Well, I don't expect...
Sundry's being held at the Selkath courts. They won't let anyone in to see.
Don't worry, Lord. I suppose you're Sunry's only hope. Yes, but it almost seems too heavily stacked, doesn't it? Jolie! What? Laura sent me, Sunry. I'm here to get you out of this mess.
Just like old times, eh, Jolie?
You saved my wrinkle butt more than a...
The case is a complete frame-up. Anyone looking at the evidence could see that. Or so I thought. But there aren't any witnesses. All that evidence against me is circumstantial and complete. Well, I was at the hotel, I admit. And I did meet Alasa there that night, but... I was working with Republic intelligence. We were pretending to feed information to the Sith. Well, I turned Alasa into a double... It was going well, too. Maybe the Sith had found out I was turning her, and... But let's look at the facts they've given. Alasa was brutally killed. Think about that. She was a Sith, trained. My war injuries make it difficult for me to walk, even to hold things. See how my hands are shaking? How could... Further, they say they found my hero's cross at the crime scene. Obviously, the Sith planted the cross. And what about the lack of forensic evidence? Skin and hair samples, clothing fibers. Why isn't there anything like that at the crime scene? I hope you can see how the Sith are manipulating anything else. Guess you could interview witnesses at the hotel where the murder happened. The Selkath already did that, but the fish folk don't have much rapport with offworlders. Maybe one of them was... But I think you'd be better off investigating the Sith themselves. Maybe you could find anything else I... Go ahead, ask. How would they know? I heard some of the witnesses said that too, but I swear she was a... I wonder if the Sith have been putting pressure on people to get... You should ask... Once you...
When I get out of here, you're...
I hear you've been appointed as... Sunrise... He's...
That's true. I'd forgotten about that. Let's not forget that he would have to have been considerably older than... I'm a Jedi, and one who is living alone in the Shadowlands until recently.
And there's...
Chua Penki, yun pa... Chiwa ay ta chi... Chua Penki, Tony... Chiwi aita ka chong chicha agi unko tune tong hitwama aki unko tune potong hitwama ji aki uki.
You're the one defending Sunri now, huh? The Sith woman, Elasa, rented a room in the hotel. An hour or two later, Sunry comes in and goes to her room. A couple hours later, I hear a blaster shot and see Sunry running. He can't run good because he's a cripple, but he still was going pretty fast. I would swear he started after the shot, though. No, I don't think so. I mean, it's possible, just barely. But I wouldn't say that to the court. No. No way I'm lying to the court just because you want to get your Republic buddy off or whatever. I have no interest in going to prison. Yeah, I'll tell the... Is there anything else? There were only 2 other people in the hotel when it happened. One was a Rhodian named Glupor. Seems like a really dirty, shifty type. Normally I don't let his kind in here. I'm a reputable... The other is a regular named Feareth Me. He don't... Anything... What?
You with the Selkath? I told the damn fish everything I knew. Sunry, I only heard of once or twice in passing. Some sort of old-time war hero against the Sith. Seen him around in the hotel, too. Going to Elas's room always, of course. Kept the rest of the building up half the night with their damn antics. I'm not saying anything like that. What they did in that room, in private, is their business. And there isn't any rule against Sith and Republic seeing each other for personal reasons. Although if you think her Sith master didn't know, you must be fooled. Oh, well, Elasa was a Sith, so... Of course... You know, I think I could trust you. Well, one time, I saw Elasa coming in wearing this big cloak. I was on my way to my room, and she normally wears stuff like that, so I didn't pay her too much attention. But this time, I accidentally brushed... Now, I don't have any qualms about the Sith. I leave them alone, and they leave me alone. And seeing as how Elasa had a Sith lightsaber under her cloak, I'm not going to... Seems so. But I'm not getting myself in any further with the... Now, that's all I'm going to tell you. You again. I was in my room, minding my own business with the latest copy of Pazak Weekly, checking out the listings for the big tournament that's going to be held here soon, when I heard a blaster shot. Being still alive, and therefore smart enough not to stick my head out immediately, I didn't go out right away. I looked out after a minute and saw Glupor in the hall by Elasa's room, and Sunry running like the wind. You can't tell me that someone who was running like that, and he was pretty fast for a cripple, isn't guilty. Yes, well, I'll be right here.
Chiki kun Selkath, Jonah. Glupor tong hit wana ji sa Glupor yon tong chiwi ita bola jikne muli ra Glupor kon muli slimo pui wanga Glupor kin panik chalora kun Glupor picha ge borang turang Glupor wangki yuma bat malyaw no wish Glupor Glupor chang wapa chingo shang li chama ucha wish uyong kung Glupor tong itwa machi Glupor kakin cha nawabakaon Uf mala nibo glupor jimata wipo na
You, Jedi. I hear you are investigating the Sunry murder trial, are you not? This case is not at all what it appears to be. Many currents, might I say, flow beneath the surface. This murder is much more complicated than it may first appear. Sunry and Elassa are proxies. You can see the journey by the footprints. You understand? Dear. I'm saying they both had something to do with it. They've both kept their hands. If you want to get to the bottom of this murder, you might seek information from... No, of course not. You would have to be... Heed my advice, Jedi, and you may yet find the truths in this murder.
Takum justak miki. Tonghai tuam jiji yumalith pa ang inkotu. Tolbada. Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Tonghai tuam jiji yumalith pa ang inkotu. Tolbada bunkwalya gando de nago chuchut. Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu ay donga. Tulpada bo. Tonghai tuam jiji yumalith pa ang inkotu. Tulpada bunkwalya gando de na.
Rundi haudonga kuhungabi. Kachichu aitha haudonga. Inkin kuno bamulirachi. Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachichu aitha haudonga. Tulpada rundi haudonga kuhungabi. One. Tong hai tu kachichu aitha. Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachichu tong hai.
Huh?
Master?
What?
I don't have time to listen to your stories. I've got a full shipment of Kotor.
Ujua peng. Tong hi tuama aki ingkotune. Potong hi wama ji aki ingkotun. Tong diska dosoki kopa bono nakachu ki. Chi.
How can I help?
Got something up. And that's about... Yes?
Yes? What?
I have no desire to speak.
Mokau dangnya foki. Chachiska dopun. Well, hello, Sector. The
Jolie, may I have a moment? There's something I wish to speak to you about.
Yep, I figured it was only a matter of time until we had the whole come back to the order discussion. Well, I guess there's no avoiding it now, so let's get it over with.
I know you have issues with the Order, but you are a Jedi, Jolie. You command the Force. Without the guidance of the Council, how can you avoid falling to the dark side?
Well, I've managed to avoid it the last 20 years or so. Besides, light side, dark side, they don't mean the same to me as they do to you. I don't see in absolutes. I want to stop Malik as much as anyone, but I don't have to join the Order to do it. Look at Karth or Canderous. They're with us in this quest, but they aren't Jedi. The capacity for good or evil, like the Force itself, is in all living creatures. And belonging to the Jedi Order, or the Sith, or any group, won't change what you are at your core.
I see you are quite adamant. No doubt you've had ample time to think on this during your long seclusion. I guess it was foolish of me to think I could sway your position so easily.
Yeah, I'm old and stubborn. But I appreciate the effort. But from now on, you can just think of me as any other non-Jedi in our little group, with a lightsaber and Force powers.
I hear you've been appointed as... Of course not. Yes. Yes, he was after all these years we've been together. He just dropped me like that. Not publicly, oh no. But he started seeing Alasa. But even though he cheated on me, inside he's still the man I love. Find the real evidence.
Jolie, coming to check in on an old man? I must confess, I would rather you were here to speak to the warden and begin...
Soon, old friend. We don't want to go to trial until...
Oh, I grow weary of staring at these 4 bare walls. Go ahead. A Rhodian? I didn't know there were any Rhodians on Manan. Oh, except for Tybark and this one named Glupar, who's... Okay, so maybe there are a whole bunch of Rhodians on Manan. But what does that matter? If he planted evidence, the evidence of a Sith conspiracy keeps getting stronger, doesn't it? Go ahead. So the truth is out. I never meant to kill her, you know. When I found out she was a Sith spy using me to gain information, she didn't know I had found out. So I waited until she fell asleep. And then I killed her. Simple, really. But once I realized what I'd done, I panicked. I contacted those spies from the Republic. They found the illegal monitoring device that the Sith had planted in the room, altered its recording to hide my part in it, and cleared up the evidence. I figured the Sith must have been spying on me and Alasa, trying to make sure she wasn't a double agent. They must have seen the Republic spies getting rid of all the evidence, and so they planted their own evidence. Alasa must have stolen that hero's cross from me long ago and given it to her Sith masters. I just thought I'd misplaced it.
But Sunry is a murderer. I'm sorry, old friend, but you are.
I'm glad you decided to see reason in this. If I'm convicted, it could cause trouble for the Republic Embassy here on Manan. No. No. I'll rot in here if I have to. But I won't betray the Republic.
What can I do? Jolie.
I want to stop. Yeah.
I hear you've... This is all a plot to discredit the Republic. Sunry is a victim.
It's possible. I haven't seen Sunry since I...
Find the real...
Jolie! It was... But let... My war injury... I'll be... Anything... Go... I know it was wrong, but I'm a weak man. Alasa was beautiful and young. How was I to resist her charm? Please, I did it. But found out later that she was dead. I don't deserve to go to jail. Go... How would they know? You should... Very... One...
It is an honor to stand. I will see Sunry is executed for the...
The man I saw leaving, Sunry, probably left after I heard the blaster shot.
The guilt of the accused is apparent even this early in the trial. You are Firith Me, the well-known Pazak player. Of course. Firith Me, what did you...
Well, I came out into the hallway after hearing the blaster shot and saw Sunry over there limping down the hall out of the building.
A very obvious point, Your Honors. The accused was seen leaving the scene of the crime after the blaster that
You mean actually see him kill her with my own eyes? Well, no, but I don't think there could have been anyone else there. I think it may have been. I mean, you'd have to be pretty stupid to leave something that important. Yes, from what I could tell, she carried...
Objection! That doesn't prove...
Well, he was moving pretty fast running away, but...
Glupor the Rhodian, you were staying in the hotel the night of the murder. This is clear, then. That's...
Glupor tong hi mamaji glupor aki ukotun sit. Glupor no chubaka chopa glupor. Glupor ka chopa chawa wisio. Glupor kan king davik. Glupor.
Don't do it, Glupor.
Glupor kan king davik nibo.
Lies!
Glupor.
You, Elora, are Sunry's lawful wife. Your husband was a hero in the last war between the Sith Empire and the Republic. He was crippled in that war. Do you not believe he'd blame the Sith for his injury?
Yes. I guess he would.
And there you have motive. Sunry seeks revenge on the Sith for what they did to him and killed Elasa.
Yes. Yes.
It seems painfully obvious that he killed her to keep...
He'd been seeing her for some time, I think. He'd gone there that night to end it. But now things have been...
I wish to call forth... Are you a war hero, Mr. Sunry?
Yes, that's right. And I don't regret it either.
Indeed. Would you...
Of course I hate them. Trying to take over the galaxy.
Pure politics. Were you in Alassa's room on the...
Well, yes. I had been having an affair with Alassa and my wife, yes.
You were having an affair?
No,
I think we can see the answer.
Of course she was. Why would a young, beautiful Sith... Yes, I think they would. They wouldn't want to lose one of their sources, even though I didn't give them anything. They might have killed her for her failure. Or they might have thought she'd turn against them or something like that.
The Sith Empire...
I don't know. The medal had gone missing. It's possible the Sith had...
Supposition... I think the facts in this case are very straight. Witnesses saw Sunry fleeing the scene. I am confident that any informed observation of the facts will... Well, that doesn't mean a thing. He was... Your Honor!
Oh, son!
Elora, thank you for saving me. I don't know how I can repay you. Elora and I are going to leave here and get as far away from all this as soon as we can. I and the Republic will not forget what you've done for us. Thank you.
I'm here.
Yes?
I'm here. Let's make this quick.
Your wish?
What?
For the Republic!
There.
I will be your ha!
You there. I don't reckon... You! I don't recognize you. I know the face of every Sith on this planet. Commander Gran. You authorized... I don't know them. And their identification doesn't match up.
What? Sound the alarm!
For the Republic!
I'm here.
What is... is it? I'm here. Yes? I'm here.
I'm here.
Yes? Hmm?
Warning, activating flow control may flood occupied chambers. Please ensure all receiving chambers are empty. Warning, activating flow control may flood Warning. 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 Warning, active.
Yes?
Just what a Jedi can do.
There, take that. Now.
I'm here. What is it? I'm here. I'm here.
There, take that.
Forgive us,
Yes, certainly you must have heard of the destruction of Taris. There.
How did you get in here? Wait. Lord Malak was most displeased when he learned you had escaped Taris alive. He has promised a great reward to whoever destroys you. As you wish, my eager prince.
What can I do?
That is what a Jedi. That is what a Jedi can do. That is what a Jedi can do.
Yes?
Your wish?
You have been saved from more than you know. Given time, the Sith would have turned you fully to the dark side, and you would have betrayed your...
Your wish?
I'm here.
I'm here. What can I do? I'm here.
What is it? What? I'm here. That is what a Jedi Your wish?
I'm here.
Yes?
What?
Your wish? That is what a Jedi can do. That is what a Jedi can do. That is what a Jedi can do.
What can I do?
Your wish?
Yes?
Your wish?
I'm here.
Yes?
I'm here. I'm here.
What is it?
Dantooine has a splendid environment.
Enjoy the time you have here on Dantooine. I think the council might decide to...
Shen and Rahasia have been welcomed here in the compound for as long as they wish.
Thank you for exacting my revenge.
Would you up?
Statement. Statement. Now close the last panel. I am afraid the operation did not succeed, ma'am. Supplication. Per.
How can I help? Then I...
Uchua penki, tong hitwa ma aki inkotune, potong hitwa ma ji aki inkotu, tong panokun, nonek, chiwa aita kang ki chana, jupernip ki,
I guess Sunry didn't kill the Sith woman after all. Could have...
You again. Didn't I tell you people everything? Yeah.
Tong Mama G, human act in.
You Republic sicken me. We'll do the galaxy a favor by wiping you out.
That was a truly noble act. This is how we Jedi should all...
Oh, you're back. You're going to... I probably should... But I... You're some kind of historian. You should look to the future, not the past. It isn't easy here, you know. But I don't really want it. Hey, barkeep,